let's have some fun with MUSESCORE. Firstly, what is MUSESCORE? What the MUSESCORE is a free and open source music notation program. And so you ask, wait, how is that fun? What? Well, you'll see. I don't know if I'm just autistic or if this is actually fun, but whatever. Alright, let's begin. Free software, you say? More like Chinese quality software. Well, yes, this kind of does sound like the case when you open up the piece of software. I mean, there's all these big buttons on the top, and it looks like there's not many features until you open the palettes. And then you realize, what? While yes, the interface of MUSESCORE might seem a little bit crappy, it's actually really deep. Like, look at all of these features. You can place a note. Look at all these things you can apply to it. You can apply a fermata or something. And look, it works. I don't know if that actually works or not. You can apply trills or mordants or these breaths, but that's not for piano. Grace notes. You know, all of these things that you can actually do in MUSESCORE. So yeah, this is actually a decent program. It's just that the interface isn't that optimized, and it looks kind of dumb, so... Alright, regarding something I said earlier, which is about trills. Trills, you know, you can apply it to a normal note and it sounds like this. And that's pretty normal, right? However, if you apply it to multiple notes, then it sounds like this. Yeah, and basically it just trills the multiple notes, which is pretty strange. And also there's a trill line that you can use to trill over a period of time, which means... we have an earrape machine. Okay, we learned how to make really nice trill earrape, but that's not loud enough, you say. Oh, I don't want this mezzo forte thing, I want something louder. Well, guess what? We have dynamics. We can have triple forte at max, which is pretty good, but that's not enough. It's only triple forte. So, instead of going just dynamics, we go to more, and we see that we can put sextuple forte, and it works. Look. But Alex, I expected something louder than that. That's measly. Well, don't you fear. Mixer is here. Whoa! This is the mixer, which means that you can adjust the gain values and the volume and all this stuff. Look, there's a master gain control. You can even control it for each of the individual channels. Oh, this is only negative 40 decibels. Let's turn it up to 0. Oh, and let's turn up this as well. Okay, have a listen. Keep in mind that this is completely unedited MUSESCORE raw audio. I did not apply any effects on that. So yeah, MUSESCORE does indeed hard clip it if you turn the gain up too much. So yeah, that's how you create earrape. Now it sounds like an electric guitar instead of a piano. And of course there's a classic just dissonant chords slash key mash spammed over and over again. That can sound pretty bad as well. In this case, it actually goes off the screen, which is pretty weird. But have a look at this. You can actually go past the 16th note, or the semiquaver. You can actually go all the way to the quasi-hemi-demi-semiquaver, which is the 128th note. So, what happens if we spam one of those? Yeah, I think we may have broken MUSESCORE just a tad bit there. But yeah, as you can see, it creates very loud earrape sound. Now, it's pretty cool, huh? But wait, we've got more. You can actually make even shorter notes by pasting half duration. As you can see, this has 5 lines, this has 6 lines. So it's actually really, really expandable. In fact, you can do this forever, but I'm not gonna bother to do that because that's just boring. So let's move on. Now, this is a feature I didn't know about for a very long time, but if you right-click on the stave and go to piano roll editor, then you can see that there is a piano roll editor, and it's actually really laggy because of all of the notes. But yes, it does show all of the notes that are in the stave, and it's just really laggy. So let's go on to a new document so that we can continue exploring this. Alright, so we're in a new document, and as you can see, there is one note. When I play it, it sounds normal. Now let's open up the piano roll editor. Okay, so here's the piano roll editor. Let me just full screen this. As you can see, we have a bunch of options. We have length, velocity offset, velocity absolute, and on time. Now, the length is obviously the length of the note, so if we drag this up, you can see that the length of the note changes. It's kind of obvious what this does. Alright, so make this really long, like way longer than it should be. Let's have a look at the velocity offset. Now, velocity offset and velocity absolute, they're kind of the same thing, they just add together. So, we're gonna set these both really high so that it plays loud. Okay, so now that we've done that, look at the off time. The off time is basically the delay that the note plays. So, you can set it before it's supposed to or after it's supposed to. So if I set it like this and then go back to the score, it can play like this. That's actually funny though. Okay, let me make something and I'll come back. Okay, so I have a quick pattern here that I can play normally, but as you can see when I play it, it plays the happy birthday theme and it doesn't even play the notes in order. And you can see the setup here in the piano roll editor where I modified the on time so that it would be different for each of the notes. And also the length of these first two notes, because as you can see, these are all crotchets, but these aren't all crotchets. So that's pretty strange. And you can do this with pretty much anything. So I wonder what people are going to make with this cursed mechanic. That's it. I don't have anything else to show you. Okay.